It should come as no surprise to you that there are a lot of different categories in Minecraft speedrunning. It is, after all, the most popular sandbox game in history. That being said, one of them truly sticks out from the rest due to the immense skill and versatility that a player needs in order to achieve the record for it. I am of course talking about the combined random seed glitchless category. Rather than being a single run, combined RSG takes a runner's best times from each of the main 3 RSG categories, being pre 1.9, 1.9 to 1.15, and 1.16 plus, and puts them together. In this video, I'll discuss how Amazon was able to absolutely shatter this world record, so sit back, relax, dropkick the subscribe button, and enjoy the video. To start the story, we have to go back to April 21st, 2021. On this particular day, Amazon was running version 1.16 and unbeknownst to him, he was about to complete one of the most bizarre speedruns ever. It all started when he loaded into a seed with a nearby desert village. After getting some wood, he headed over to it and found a blacksmith chest which contained an iron pickaxe. Once he collected food and beds from the rest of the village, it was time to enter the nether, and he did so with a lava pool at around 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Insert funny joke. Immediately upon entry, he saw a fortress, and after locating the spawner, he farmed blazes, taking around 2 minutes to get 6 rods. By using his E-counter, he was able to locate the direction of a bastion, and once he arrived at it, he saw that it was a housing type. Upon entry into the bastion, he broke a chest in order to aggro piglins and led them to a hole for trading purposes. This is known as the manhunt route, and it's usually very efficient. Unfortunately, there was a zombie pigman standing right in the way, and since piglins are scared of them, he struggled to perform the route. After nearly dying, he was finally able to get the piglins into his hole, where he proceeded to trade them gold ingots. A minute later, he had enough obsidian and ender pearls, and after realizing that he was in the stronghold ring, he put down his exiting portal and left the nether at 11 minutes and 45 seconds. I will let the following footage speak for itself.
I could have blended this like 3 minutes faster.
What you just witnessed is the greatest nether travel ever. Normally, if you build a portal to exit the nether within the first stronghold ring, you'll most likely land around 1000 blocks away from the stronghold. Well, not only did Amazon go right into the stronghold, but the portal room as well. 11 seconds after leaving the nether, he was in the end, and all he needed was a good dragon perch to secure a great time. About a minute and a half later, he got one, and after performing a 1 cycle and finishing off the dragon with a few axe blows, he secured himself a 7th place spot on the leaderboards with a time of 13 minutes and 37 seconds. With a top 1.16 time under his belt, he chose to try his luck in version 1.8. Well, on May 25th, he proved that he was capable of having a good time, so let's break down the run. The world spawn was in a desert, and he immediately made his way to a desert temple. After blowing up the chests in order to loot them quickly, he found that he had 8 iron ingots in his inventory, enough to enter the nether with. Soon after, he located a lava pool and crafted all of his tools. After shearing some sheep, collecting building blocks, and setting pigs ablaze, it was time to enter the nether. He was through the portal at 5:54 and didn't immediately spot a fortress. No worries though, because it only took a bit of running to find one. After locating the spawner and getting enough rods, he was out of the nether at low 10 minutes, and upon entry back into the overworld, he wasted no time to start building his tower because night was quickly approaching. At 15 minutes, he was done building it and ready to start killing endermen. The way that this tower works is by the player aggroing the endermen by looking at them, so they are lured into a hole where they fall to their death. After only 3 minutes of killing endermen, he had 12 pearls and was ready to locate the stronghold. Once he threw his first eye of ender, he took note of the angle, did about 4 sprint jumps to the side, and threw another eye. The angle change between the throws was 5 degrees, signifying that the stronghold was pretty close to him. He was digging down to it at mid 20 minutes and was in the end at 21 minutes. Now, all he needed to do was kill the dragon, but easier said than done. Going into the end, he had a grand total of 10 arrows, meaning that he needed to use them very wisely. Unfortunately, there were a decent amount of towers, so he wasn't going to be able to shoot down all of them. In other words, if the dragon didn't charge him frequently, he was not going to finish the run. On top of that, he also needed to have very good damage with his beds because he only entered the end with 5 of them. The first bed was good. The second one, amazing. The third, also amazing. The fourth, great damage. and with just one bed left, he needed to make it count. The dragon was on low health but healing quickly, and every tick of health that it regained was gonna make the final blow harder by the second. Soon enough, the dragon charged Hamazon, and with an absolutely amazing bed, it was dead, and he finished the run with a time of 24 minutes and 33 seconds. Now that he had a good time in version 1.16 and 1.8, all that was left was 1.9 to 1.15. In order to get under an hour in combined RSG, he needed a time of 21 minutes and 50 seconds in that final category, and absolutely nothing was getting in his way. On June 11th, he got a time of 20 minutes and 26 seconds, making Hamazon one of the first 10 to ever achieve sub-hour. This is not why I'm making this video though, because instead of just stopping there, he was determined to do better. 4 days later, on June 15th, he was able to do better by getting a time of 19 minutes and 10 seconds. With this amazing improvement, he claimed the world record for combined RSG by a few seconds, but yet again, he wasn't done there. Just 2 hours later, during the same stream, he nearly broke Doi Pingu's world record in version 1.15. Let's take a look at how he did this. It all started on a small island, and right away, he was on the hunt for emeralds. In this version, the objective for the early stages of the run is to get enough emeralds to trade for ender pearls, and this is done by scouring shipwrecks and buried treasure chests and mining gold from monuments. Hamazon's first shipwreck had 14 emeralds, and with a map, he located a buried treasure that had 5 more. A nearby monument gave him 8 gold blocks, and a second shipwreck gave him no emeralds but a ton of iron. While traveling toward a coast, he spotted a village and decided to trade for his ender pearls there. After leveling up a cleric, it was time to let RNG decide the fate of the run. What I mean by this is that the cleric only has a 2 out of 3 chance of giving him an ender pearl trade. 1/3 of the time, glass bottles will be there instead, and with the pace that Hamazon was on, that trade would have probably made him want to smash a glass bottle. Fortunately, he got pearls, and by trading all of his gold for emeralds, he ended up with 10 of them. This, of course, was not going to cut it, so in order to get 2 more, he chopped down some logs and traded a Fletcher some sticks for emeralds. Once 12 pearls were in his inventory, it was time to find a lava pool. A short time later, the desert blessed him with one, and he was in the nether at 9 minutes and 41 seconds. Nearby his nether spawn, there was a fortress, and the blaze spawner was very easy to locate, so after killing blazes for 2 minutes to get 7 rods, he was out of the nether at 12 minutes and 18 seconds, far ahead of world record pace. Over the course of the run, he had been traveling pretty far away from spawn, so by the time he was throwing his eyes, he was in the stronghold ring. Fortunately, the stronghold was not very far from his location, but it wasn't ocean exposed. He dug down into it at 15 minutes and located the portal room about 30 seconds later. At this stage, he was on about the same pace as the world record, and it was all gonna come down to the speed of the dragon perch. Using buckets of water and lava, he made a piece of obsidian on the center fountain in order to be able to do the better one cycle, and now was the waiting game. Soon enough, the world record potential was gone, but not long after, the dragon snapped, indicating the perch. With 5 beds, he landed a very clean one cycle, finishing the game with a time of 17 minutes and 38 seconds. At the current date, this is a 2nd place run, but most importantly, the run improved his combined RSG time to 55 minutes and 48 seconds, nearly a minute faster than 2nd place. It takes a great runner to have a top time in just one of the 3 random seed glitchless categories, but it truly takes a special kind of player to master all 3. With these amazing achievements under his belt, I'm very excited to see what else Hamazon will be able to pull off in a Minecraft speedrun. I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a great day.